今天这集是 Asmongold 在讲 The Odyssey 电影的评价。我挑了几个中文单字，看看你能不能在他讲到他们之前就想到对应的英文原文。争议、篡改、作假、宏伟、磅礴感。
I am going to look at the Odyssey review. We're going to look at the different places where it was reviewed. This is on Metacritic. So it has an 89 score based off of critic reviews, and it has a 5.3 score based off of user reviews. 5.3 is insane. That's crazy how bad it is. Oh my God. Rotten Tomatoes, I think I saw this, 96% and 97%. How do you have this big of a disparity that you have a 5 in one case and a 9.7 in another? This is such a huge outlier, is that every single other piece of media about the Odyssey was reflecting an extremely split opinion of the movie, right? Like if you go on YouTube, if you look at the Twitter comments, if you go anywhere on social media, you will see a very, very 50-50 split on this movie. But then here it's at 97%. There's something that's wrong here. The Woman King. So this has 99%, just for a bit of context, okay? Let me look at Lord of the Rings. So let me get this straight. This random movie has a higher rating than Lord of the Rings. Guys, I think that we have a problem. Let's look at some other movies. Movies that everybody acknowledged were good. Fight Club. 96%, so this is lower. Gladiator. 87%. So let me get this straight. This random movie and The Odyssey are getting better reviews than Gladiator, Lord of the Rings, and Fight Club. And so Odyssey 2026 IMAX is officially a Trojan horse. I went to see this film with no preformed opinion. I didn't want to jump on the hate bandwagon before seeing it. Nolan's never made a truly bad movie ever. I've been entertained by everything he's made, so I went in open-minded. Let me get the casting stuff out of the way. The casting, modern English, modern accents, historical inaccuracies didn't take me out of it one bit. I was completely fine with all of that. My issue with the movie is it just simply didn't have the wow factor. Dinosaurs hit the big screen in 1993. There was nothing mind-blowing about Cyclops or the Giants. Game of Thrones and House of the Dragons had much more immersive and visually breathtaking visuals for the fantasy genre. The Northmen had a far more superior siege sequence than the Siege of Troy, not to mention photography. I was unimpressed by the photography. John Leguizamo and Samantha Morton get their best performances in the movie. There were some sequences I found quite engaging. I don't want to spoil it, but my favorite scene is mainly anchored by Elliot Page and is truly absorbing the atmosphere and tone to it. The best element of the movie was the relationship between Damon and Himesh Patel. That must have been the primary focus of the story. I have little further interest in movies shot in IMAX. I like large format, but I want widescreen image. Would rather movies just be shot in Alexa LF. I don't particularly love this movie, but Roma is a better example of what large format photography should be like. Guys, this is my opinion about photography and how they shoot movies. We already peaked. We already figured this out. We don't need to figure it out again. We don't need to go through and be like, oh, guys, I really wonder how should we make a movie again? Like, everybody knows how to make a movie because you've been doing it forever. Old movies had a sense of grandeur to them. And the new movies, I just don't know what it is about them, but they're just not there, man. This right here is what people are looking to see, okay? You see this? This is film. This is a movie. This is Hollywood. You don't need to IMAX, 3D, any of these other versions of the movie. We don't need any of this shit. Nobody cares. Like, I don't know why they need to change things up or reinvent the wheel with any of this. Oh my God. All right. One more. There it is. That's all you need. This is what people want. And whenever I say people, I'm talking about me. This is what I want. I don't want any other bullshit. I think that movies nowadays don't look and they don't have that grandeur that movies used to have. Also, I find it really odd, like as somebody who watched The Odyssey, who the are these guys? So basically Rotten Tomatoes is cheating. So this is, I think that they cook the books. I do. I think that, again, for example, The Odyssey being at 97% and this other movie being even higher than The Odyssey at 99%, and then not come to the conclusion that they're cooking the books.
好，影片结束了，来公布今天的答案。争议 controversy 篡改作假 cook the books 以前会计师会把账本加工处理，这工的财务看起来比实际情况更好，所以现在 cook the books 就延伸成操纵数据、造假、故意改变结果来欺骗别人。宏伟磅礴感 grandeur